Replacing the fishing boy with Wolf makes this a for sure bad guy style DreamWorks logo. And this was the last movie before it got changed into this one with the bad guys as the first characters in it, setting up the whole plot of the movie right in the first frame. Also, what an absolutely bold move to open this family movie with not just a 144-second, almost 2.5-minute long oneer, but also 79 seconds of the long take is locked off on these two just sitting in a booth talking. The opening of Pulp Fiction isn't locked off, but it's a very fun homage to Pumpkin and Honey Bunny, right down to them having this conversation before doing some crimes.
Name one food better than cake.
This is probably gonna get some hate from most of you, but the love from the 8 of you who agree with me will be worth it. There are plenty of foods better than cake, but cake, like traditional cake, isn't even the best food in the category of cake. Ice cream cake is better. I'm sorry, I know this will lose me some subs, but I must tell the truth.
Name one food better than cake.
Guinea pig?
Oh, again, with the guinea pig.
Also, setting up some sympathy for Professor Marmalade? Depends on your perspective at this point in the movie and how many times you've watched.
It's not about the pig, it's about what it symbolizes on a deeper level. You're eating pure goodness.
Dark, but I knew I didn't like snakes. Snakes don't have pockets. Okay. Ha, a caper by.
Hey man, how you been? I haven't seen you. Snake attack!
So when people were freaked out at first, I thought, is it just because they're criminals? But I think it's also because they're animals that talk. But also maybe not, and they're just stand-ins for how criminals are perceived. I think it's both and all of that. The pops of 2D animation mixed into a high-speed chase like this give the movie its own distinctive feel, even beyond what we've come to expect from the Spider-Verses and Last Wishes. Every line in Piranha's rap sheet is a joke, and it's on screen for less than 2 seconds. His address is the Amazon River. They call him Butt Biter. There are 900,000 members of his gang, cause fish, and his only criminal activity he's been caught for is eating tourists. Also his prints are fins, I guess? But it doesn't end there. The list of animals that Snake ate is hilarious, including the police dog. One of Shark's aliases is the Jaws theme, and at this point I get why everyone is afraid of them, because the crimes that most of them have been caught doing are eating people.
But these are the cards we've been dealt, so we might as well play them.
And that's about all the explanation we get for why they're animals in a mostly human world. That's all I need.
Are you crazy?
What? I just wanted a longer car chase.
Because we learn everything we need to know about them with that line. They don't really care about the money, it's about the thrill and the achievement. And if you're sharp, you realize that every other character intro cut to a rap sheet, but Wolf's is just a wall of clues, meaning he's never been caught.
Yeah, it works for me, so jump aboard. Yeah, the train is free, the conductor.
I was expecting to uncover a hidden gem of a 90s group with this song, only to find out it's from 2014? Hey look, it's where Marmalade's Meteor hit. Shark and Piranha swimming back to the car. And now I understand why the money doesn't matter to them.
Unoriginal capers. I mean, really, another bank. I will present the golden dolphin to this year's goodest citizen.
You gotta love how she so clearly baits them, since, well, she'd know how.
The Bucharest Bandits, Lucky Jim,
The Crimson Paw.
Okay, you've all seen this, right? If not, I'm about to spoil it, so go watch it really quick if you want. But setting up the Crimson Paw right here is genius. You don't even think twice about it, but it's fun on a second viewing. Okay, I guess technically I didn't spoil anything? Sorry about that. Sorry I made you watch the movie.
The Crimson Paw was never arrested.
Yeah, but he never stole anything again.
He sure never did. Ha! Webbs does 4 of her 8 limbs. This movie convinced me that Zussi has an eyebrow piercing, and she doesn't. Am I thinking of Raina Morris? Nope, just the fox. Anyway, kinda love seeing a governor with a facial piercing. Snake's fake arms are so believable. Again, Wolf is so arrogant and confident in his abilities that he's doing petty theft during the grand larceny.
You're such a good boy.
It's crazy how true this is. Positive reinforcement is a powerful drug.
This is going surprisingly smooth.
And they were about to easily beat Ethan Hunt's record for the suspended from ceiling heist.
Go off Piranha Snake Shark Tarantula Protection System!
Webbs both immediately knowing what the protection system is and saying it phonetically are perfect. Lovely shot of them all converging slowly through the crowd. Truly everything up until this moment rivals pretty much every heist movie, while poking fun at some of the ridiculousness like unbelievable disguises, leaning into the tropes we all know to be unrealistic at this point, like hacking is just typing really fast, as well as the ability to enhance a handful of pixels into a 12K image, as well as the thief going out of their way to flirt with the person who could catch them, even arguing about themselves in a really obvious way.
I have a feeling it'll be harder than you think. I'd say they're one epic job away from cementing their legacy.
But it's also a genuinely fun heist at the same time. The setup plan where we get to see some parts of it happening, the tension around them getting caught and just escaping in the nick of time, it's all perfect.
Now let's make like a wolf and get the pack out of here.
Ah, wordplay. I don't get it.
Same. But then the expectation subversion. After the first chase, it seems like there's no way they'd ever get caught, but reality physics takes over and the one grappling hook cannot, in fact, lift 1,000 pounds.
No. Don't you see what he's doing? He's playing you.
But it was my idea.
Only because you made him have it.
Love that she's actually a step ahead rather than behind per usual, but only because I'd never believe Alex Borstein could play a stupid character. I like how they needed to tie Snake in knots to make the shackles work.
So we can stay the bad guys, you know what I'm saying?
Sam Rockwell's delivery is something else, and the animators totally captured him in wolf form.
A giant butt! It's not a butt. It's a lamp. My greatest. I wonder whose butt it is.
The fixation and refusal to even acknowledge that Marmalade is telling him it's not a butt, because it is a butt.
It's not a butt.
Then why does it have cheeks?
It's not a butt. Not a butt.
See, they're just always eating people. Encouragement.
Stealing stuff?
Oh, yeah, we're great at that.
Robbery,
Larceny,
wire fraud, extortion,
Tax evasion.
heist.
Honesty.
Well, there goes our street cred.
I mean, it depends what kind of street cred you want, because even without the suits, you've definitely created a bunch of new furries.
Oh, 50. What the heck? Who am I?
That little, who am I? TBIs are no joke, kids. Unless it is a joke, then it's funny, it's a joke.
Oh, snake attack.
Whispered this time. Also, he tastes the air just like he said he could. Finally noticing that Webb's costume has a tail.
Time to launch a charm offensive.
Oh, yeah, the full Clooney.
It's funny because while George Clooney is a very attractive and charming man, he's also the lead in all the Ocean's movies, which these definitely pull from. But most importantly, if you don't know Sam Rockwell, how dare you might think Clooney is voicing Wolf. After all, he did voice a fox once.
Do not Clooney me, Wolf.
Guilty until proven innocent, even if by some miracle we did change. Who's gonna believe us?
There's definitely some societal commentary in there, but just like with Zootopia, I'm wary of really hyping it up because he's still a wolf. He's not a misunderstood or stereotyped human, but the point stands. Even when the wrong type of person does something good, there will always be people who assume the worst, so don't do that. Lovely transition. Look, I love dogs, but there may be no greater feeling in the world than when a cat deems you worthy. The vibrating neck fur is accurate. Wolf keeps putting the cat down by his legs, and he keeps snuggling up to his head.
You ever wonder what it'd be like? The world loving us instead of being scared of us.
I don't waste time thinking about stuff that's never gonna happen.
Wolf and Snake are pretty perfect animals for their respective personalities because wolves are scary for sure, but most humans want to like wolves because they're just like slightly less predictable Siberian Huskies or Shiba Inus, right? That's how we feel about them. But snakes? Sure, there are some people who love snakes, but as a general rule, people don't like them. Same goes for tarantulas and even more so for sharks and piranhas. Again, loving the plan before the heist device, even keeping details hidden until the actual heist later. The people he's talking to are never even in focus. He only sees Foxington.
Don't you judge so fast.
Look, I shouldn't be surprised that Usnavi can belt it out like this, but I didn't know it was Anthony Ramos at first. Dude has pipes. How did they get my pin?
We're gonna be good tonight. We're the good guys.
The implication here is that Piranha wrote this song on the spot, and I buy it. But more importantly, is Wolf doing Sam Rockwell's signature moves? Dang, it's like Soda Pop is playing. Heck yeah. I know that Diane's strength and agility could just be the power of physics-bending animation, but I like to think it's also a hint at her true identity. Oh! Tool consistency.
Change is impossible. You should always judge a book by its cover, and all stereotypes have been affirmed.
So extreme.
You're such a good boy.
You're such a good boy.
Marmalade being bad isn't the craziest reveal, but just that he was the old lady, I did not see that coming. Love that Marmalade's true form has hair much more like Richard Ayoade. Diane is totally shocked because she feels like she truly knows Wolf at this point, which leads to her suspicion of Marmalade a few moments later. Also the contrast of how both Wolf and Diane are feeling each time he stares at her through the bars of the truck, as well as the progression of their relationship. Our eyes are just drawn to the acronym the first time we see it, but I'm very pleased to know what SUCCM stands for. Bro can't help it, the charm is involuntary.
No place for fighting!
Tell that to him.
Honestly, it's pretty smart to just let the casual sexism go because it makes the Crimson Paw even harder to catch. Although clearly no one has ever taken a closer look, which is probably by design. The guard is completely frozen for this takedown. Oh, okay. So she's like the coolest character in this movie. I didn't know. Got it.
Stole the Zimpango diamond twice, once for profit, second time just for fun.
Yeah, Diane and Wolf are soulmates.
Nope, I'm still the best.
For real, I don't even know what she did there, which checks out for the thief who has not only never been caught, but is also assumed to be the wrong gender. Love that Snake's trail isn't just one clean line, it matches the movements he's doing. I don't know what would be worse, the visual of the Chonky Boys all running together or the overwhelming squeak chorus.
I was the best thief in the world. Fast, fearless, inventive.
Self-confidence.
Holy moly!
It's so good to be home.
I'm sure that's true, but I also have to imagine that the rush of getting to finally share your hideout with a fellow thief would be the exhilaration of a lifetime. Like, gun enthusiasts love to show other gun enthusiasts their collections, but now imagine those guns were all illegal and you'd never shown anyone before. This analogy was poorly conceived. So imagine you have this stamp collection and they depict a particular cartoon mouse doing some unspeakable.
We have to steal the meteorite.
That was very cute.
All right.
You just did there.
Yes! I feel like someone has probably called this MCU dialogue, but that's what would happen IRL. That's what I would say. It's a great flirt. Even better than Jinx, You Owe Me Coke, because then we're back into the legality of it.
Now I understand what it feels like to have things stolen from you. I don't like it. I really don't like it.
Introspection?
I was simply making a sacrifice so Shark could be hapless. I just put your needs before my own.
That is the actual definition of being good.
I love this so much because in the current age of culture where a group will take a word and assign a whole bunch of new meanings to it, Snake being so self-aware about the effects of the decision he just made while rejecting the word that defines his actions is... It's like when someone says, I don't use pronouns. Like, sure, we get what you think you're saying, but unless you speak exclusively in third person, you can't even let someone know that you don't use pronouns without a pronoun. They're all good, but the Buttwag Cuteness Award goes to Webbs.
Because maybe it's a trap.
Or maybe...
Wait.
Even though he really has turned it around, some temptations are just too great. He's only human. A little Ka reference there with the eyes. It's the little things that bring the world to life, like the slight flex to the trap door when they land on it.
Am I happy to see you?
Hugging.
Here, kitty.
Aw, friendship.
Everything getting harder to find.
Yeah, like by far the coolest character in the movie with the coolest gadgets.
I want to go on the girls trip.
Girl, same. Another Chemical Brothers song? What a perfect jam for this set piece. Yup.
Where'd you learn to do that? Well, I'm, kind of a natural. Mostly YouTube.
No shame in that, Webbs. My knee surgeon said the same thing. It's where all the best info is. I know that the guinea pig monolith is captivating, but I just can't get over how pretty the sunset is behind them. DreamWorks refuses to slouch on lighting.
Hey, let's dial this down a notch, huh? Besides, you'll never get him. He's too good a driver.
Hints that Snake hasn't fully turned. What a scene. The score amped up, the sound of the car to a dull roar, really making us feel the moment.
We're gonna make it!
You knew they weren't, but by how far was still a hilarious surprise.
You came back.
Point is,
Yeah. I love you too, buddy.
And possibly my favorite part of this story, that as far as we know right now, Snake didn't have a change of heart of his own accord. His friends proved that he was worth it to them. I'm not saying the other way is bad, just that shaking that trope up a bit shows another important side of what it is to be a true friend. More hugging. The piles of them tumbling. And if you're wondering why there isn't just a gruesome smear of guinea pig across the bridge, there's power in numbers, baby. There's enough of them that they can distribute the weight so no one pig gets mushed. It works especially well if you're animated. That quick fail. And we get to eat our cake and have it too, because it was all a triple cross. In classic heist movie fashion, it wouldn't be right without this one last twist that I genuinely did not see coming.
Just robbing this place.
Not gonna lie, that giant arrow is welcome.
Who do you think put that one push pop in the fridge?
Does this make it a quadruple cross? Nah, but we all saw it coming. There's no world in which Sam Rockwell isn't at least 87 steps ahead. Really channeling Clooney and Pitt now, loving the one shirt tail untucked.
Not so scary now, are we?
Sorry, but no amount of fourth wall breaking is gonna make me like snakes, but the cat nodding its glasses into place wins. Jude and I read one or two of the bad guys' books, and hot take, we like the movie better. Don't get me wrong, the books are great, but the film has its own aesthetic and vibe that really levels it up. And I'm sorry, but the voices in my head and the ones I used to read aloud will just never compare to Sam Rockwell or Mark Maron, or honestly any of this cast. It's funnier than it needs to be, more heartfelt than it has any right to be, and Zussie Foxington makes me feel confusing things. But it's also an interesting premise, especially since it's aimed at kids. Because like, do you want your kids to become thieves? No, probably not. But I really think kids movies that flip the script on what a hero looks like can leave a deeper impact. I actually made a whole exclusive video about that over on Nebula, where I talk more about K-pop demon hunters, Kubo and the Two Strings, Neja, and Coraline. And you can watch it right now by signing up with my link and get 40% off an annual plan. But that's not all. I have a bunch more exclusive videos on Nebula, as well as every single one of my other videos, some even extended versions, ad-free, uncensored, and without ad reads. But surprisingly, I'm not the only creator there. Honestly, the best creator on Nebula is no AI slop. Okay, so maybe not a creator so much as a feature that other platforms are severely lacking right now. But Jet Lag is in South Korea, which is always a phenomenal time. Amy's Dead End Dreamhouse is out now. It's a brand new kids show for adults from Maggie Mae Fish that is absolutely hilarious. And there's so much more to check out, especially if, again, can't stress this enough, you won't get tricked into watching something that's pretending to be like a real movie trailer, but it's just low effort AI garbage. So sign up with my link or click the little box over here or in the description and come watch my Demon Kids video.